Okay, so here I have an equation, absolute value of 3x minus 2 is equal to 2 times the square root of x plus 8. Now there are certainly algebraic methods that we can use to solve this equation, but we're asked here to solve it by graphing because in this case graphing is probably the fastest method to solve this problem. The algebraic method is going to get pretty messy if we go that route. So what I've done first here is just subtracted everything on the right side. Okay, so I have on the left absolute value of 3x minus 2 minus 2 times x plus square root of x plus 8 equals 0. So it's set everything on the right side equal to 0. And actually the calculator here is going to do most of the work. So let me put that here. I'm going to slide it up just a little bit so you can see the keys that I'm typing here. Okay. So to get the absolute value symbol, I'm going to go to hit the math button, which is right below the alpha button. You can see right there just off the screen. Math, go over one to where it says num, and then it's the first item on the list. Okay. And then I'm just going to type in 3x minus 2. Make sure you close the parentheses. Minus 2 times square root. And the square root key is second, and then the x squared symbol. So you can't see here on this screen. X plus 8, and close the parentheses. And the key thing here to typing this in the calculator is just to make sure that all the parentheses are closed, all the groupings are correct, and we're going to let the calculator actually do most of the work for us. Okay, and if you go to zoom and go down to the 6th item on the list, that's standard, and standard gives you a window from -10 to +10. Okay, and there we have it, our graph. And notice here, because we set everything equal to 0, all we need to do here is look for the X-intercept. So I'm going to go to second, calc, 0. Left bound, just move the cursor a little bit to the left. Right bound, slide it down just a little to the right. And guess, I want to move the cursor to about where I think it is and hit enter. And you can see here it shows that the 0 is x equals -1.086. So we're going to round it to -1.09. And that is one of the downsides to using graphing and the calculator, is that it's not always going to give you an exact number. And I have two x-intercepts here, one on the left side, one on the right side, so I need to do this again. Second, calc, 0. And I'm already on the left side, but I want to move it a little bit closer. And the nice thing about this calculator is that it's making some really accurate estimates, and the closer you get it to the actual points, the better the estimate you're going to get. So here it gives me my 0 as 2.86 approximately. And I'm going to do one more thing on this graph here, and it's not really necessary, but I really want to have this point down here. It's called the vertex, and having that point is going to help me draw a really good graph, okay? Because that's how we show our work for these problems, is that we have to show the graph. So I go to second, calc, and it's the minimum point of the graph, so I go to the third option, look for the minimum. Left bound, so I have to move the cursor to the left side of the vertex, hit enter. Move it again to the right side, enter, and guess, move it as close as I can. And it gives me here that the vertex is about 0.67 and -5.89. Okay. I'm going to take my calculator off the screen here and actually draw the graph. So again, the nice thing about graphing is that the calculator does a lot of the work for you, but afterwards you still have to show the work by actually drawing the graph. So I'm going to make these in increments of 1s. And I know from the calculator that my x-intercepts was approximately negative 1.09. So it's about right here. Okay. The other x-intercept is about 2.86, so 1, 2 there. And then the vertex was 0.67 and negative 5.89. So that's down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so with those 3 points, I should be able to just connect them and get a very good picture of the graph. So from our graph, we get that x is approximately negative 1.09 and x is approximately 2.86.